in terms of the importance of the G7 or the G, whatever it was, and again, I've been following these for a long time, I could have said to you, and I'm sure you've read many of these as well, as much as I have as well, communiques from Cannes 2011 G20, where I was at as well, from Lockern G8 in 2013, where I was at as well, and various other meetings. I would have seen the same commentary that you're trying to say about reform of global trade, about the need for a more level playing field internationally, about better taxation regimes and less the BEPS program to get rid of some of the issues around the world there. I could have read that in any of the communiques pretty much for the last 10 years or so, and probably have read it as well. Why now are Western democracies suddenly better suited than they have been previously to actually physically carry out these issues rather than just talking about them?
Absolutely. I mean, the big accusation of initiatives like the G7, well, the B7 that I chaired, so the B7 leads to the G7, leads to the B20, leads to the G20, leads to COP26. And you say, well, they're all talking shops and nothing's going to come out of this. Well, this year is a watershed year, not only for the United Kingdom on the global stage, but for the global community. This pandemic has brought so many things to the fore. Now is the time for action. And when it comes to climate change, it's not just talk. I was speaking in the Environment Bill, on the Environment Bill in Parliament this week, and we're saying companies have to lead by example. 1/3 of the leading companies in the United Kingdom, representing 650 billion market capitalization, have made commitments to net zero by 2050. Business has to lead from the front. EY, for example, has in the middle of a pandemic said as an organization they're going to go carbon negative. So it's not just talk, this has got to be action. And the action is desperate. We've had the Partha Dasgupta report on the environment and biodiversity that's come out from Cambridge, which David Attenborough has endorsed, and saying how precious nature is. We've got to act now. This is not time for talk, it's time for action. And I think this time is different. On all these aspects, we're going to see action, and business has a big role to lead by example, including when it comes to climate change.
Good morning, it's Karan jumping in, and I do agree with you about action, and we're seeing that even when it comes to the trade lines as we talk about keeping the borders open. One of the actions that businesses have effectively taken on the back of this pandemic after so many challenges around food shortages, concerns around having the right medical equipment, supplies and products, now a chip shortage, is that they're reconfiguring supply chains, whether that's building more product at home, stockpiling. Things have changed and business sees it as prudent to alter those supply chains. So what does it mean as we talk about open supply chains in future? Because it feels like it might be an old conversation and one not fit now, given we have so many issues around bottlenecks.
Well, once again, the pandemic has brought this to the fore. I chair the Manufacturing Commission. We're about to produce a report on sustainable manufacturing, which talks a lot about onshoring. But it talks about keeping supply chains open. Just look at the vaccines. The Pfizer vaccine, for example, has about 290 different ingredients and components manufactured at 80 different locations in 19 different countries. If you just break that supply chain, you can't make that vaccine. So when America at one stage, just recently, was blocking certain exports of vaccine ingredients, it immediately hit India. India has the largest vaccine manufacturer in the world, the Serum Institute of India, that has a 1 billion dose contract with AstraZeneca Oxford. Well, they can't produce those vaccines if they can't get some of the ingredients from America. So these supply chains have to flow. And that's why the WTO reform is desperate. It's desperately needed now. And here we are at the UK. We've got these bilateral trades deals that we're doing, which are fantastic. We've rolled over the ones from the EU. We're now making them bespoke. We've already started work on that, Liz Truss and the DIT, with Canada, with Mexico, making them bespoke to the UK. We're trying new ones with Australia, for example. Norway, we're about to have a deal. America, of course, we want to deal. We've got an enhanced trade partnership with India. We've got plurilateral deals. We're going to try and go for the CTPPP, the Trans-Pacific deal. That's 110 billion pounds of trade. So this is on the global level WTO, plurilateral level like the CTPPP, bilateral level. At all these levels, we've got to keep trade flowing. We've got to have open trade and open supply chains. There's no question about that.